Besides which, Cold Pursuit's always like he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he just like kind of. At no point does it make him out to be like some kind of master assassin. He's kind of angry that his son dies, and then he's like, I'm gonna kill the guy that killed my son.
So he will find someone and kill him.
Yeah, but he didn't do any of that because he's shit at fighting in that film. And it was just like, it was just really funny deadpan humour.
Have you seen A Million Ways to Die in the West? Seth MacFarlane movie.
Oh,
You're probably gonna
God.
hate it because it's
No.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, definitely. Seth MacFarlane. I've seen Ted. That was enough for me. I saw Ted 1. I'll never watch a Seth MacFarlane film again. Fuck me, that was terrible.
Okay, so what do you like?
What do I keep telling you what I like, and there's plenty of stuff that I like. Django Unchained.
So you like the shitty Django Unchained?
You think Django Unchained shitty?
Yeah.
You just don't like good films. And you're like, oh, I like Lord of the Rings and fucking whatever religious shit you were on about before.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly Western movie.
The other one.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Why do you like westerns that are 300 years old and films are better these days?
Because it's so good. Like, there's nothing they make now.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is old, though. It's been made better these days.
Okay, say one Western movie that's been done better.
Django Unchained.
Django Unchained is a fucking Tarantino movie, so it's gonna be garbage.
Tarantino's a great director. He does violence better than anybody else.
He makes unrealistic violence.
Jesus Christ.
So...
How do you know? Have you been in a war scenario?
Have you ever seen someone get, like, shot in the side and then fly backwards somehow, like defying...
No, but it's a stylized situation. It's a film. If you're after realism, fair enough. But I'm personally looking for a bit of escapism with my movies. I started recording, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It very loudly said, "A user in your channel has started recording."
I didn't realise it did that. It seemed like the conversation was getting interesting, so I thought I'd click the record button.
But it's not interesting.
I think it's interesting. I love arguing with this guy. He's got a terrible taste in films.
So you're saying
old westerns and old war movies is your taste in films?
I've just said that I like a lot of other movies, including like all of the Seth MacFarlane movies, and I think they're pretty far from old war.
You like the Seth MacFarlane movies, though?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you. There's something fundamentally wrong with that. Because they're all not good.
It's like, didn't you like American Dad?
I think American Dad is the funnier of the comedies, the cartoon comedies that he makes, but I don't think it's like, you know, the next Shakespeare. It's shit TV that you watch and you've got no else to watch.
Did I ever say... Wait, how come you're comparing this to Shakespeare? You should hate Shakespeare shit since it's old.
No, it being old isn't a qualifying factor. I'm just saying that it's strange that you don't like Django Unchained when it's a new western that's very good.
Yeah, but you just said that The Good, the Bad Idol was bad because it's old.
It is bad because it's old, though.
Okay, so you can just dictate that this is bad because it's old, but this is not bad, even though it is old.
It's bad. These are the facts. This is what we know. I've just disproved your argument. Go on, give me something else.
You're contradicting yourself so much. You're saying that something is bad because it's old, but then you like something else because it's old or whatever. Or you don't
So
hate.
what's your point?
Jesus fucking Christ. I wish I was drunk as fuck right now.
Yeah. Make your side of the conversation better, probably. I'm having a well good time.
Fuck. Oh, I hope you slip in the bathroom and hit your head.
What's your favourite film of all time, Scott?
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It is?
What about How the West Was Won by Lee Van Cleef?
What, sorry?
Or How the West Was Won starring Lee Van Cleef?
It's okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pretty much all of the Western movies with Clint Eastwood, they're high tier on my list.
I think Clint Eastwood's better now he's old.
Did you see Mule?
I wanted to, I missed it.
It's really good.
I did.
It's basically okay. So there's one part. Is it okay if I spoil a very minor thing?
Yeah, I'll be alright with that.
Okay, so he's an old grumpy man, and he isn't really he hasn't aged well. He's not with the times, and he's gonna help this like these black guys. They have a flat tire, and he goes up to them and like, oh, it's good to be able to help the needy community. And they're like super normie guys, and they're like, oh, you can't say that word anymore. You can't like, and they start to try to explain to this old man that he can't call them bros anymore.
That sounds excellent. I want to watch that.
And he's not like rude or anything.
But
He's just helping them change their tire, and he's like, it's good to be able to help them.
I kind of feel like that's an actual conversation that Clint Eastwood might actually need to have, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not like outside the realms of possibility that somebody need to sit down with him and go, it's not okay to say those things anymore.
Have you noticed that his latest movies, like Gran Torino, he's like, I don't know, he makes these movies where he's out of touch with everything modern, and he keeps calling people like bros and stuff in the latest movies. It's like he just wants to say the words and shit on screen.
Maybe that's how he actually feels.
But
You
he
know?
is like 98 years old now.
He's 98 years old.
I need to check how old he is.
I think you're about right, mate. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
he's 88, so I was 10 years off. Fuck, he's 88 years old.
Fucking hell, he is an old bastard. He is from another time.
The fact that he's still making movies is fucking legendary.
It's because he's Clint Eastwood. He can do whatever he wants for the rest of his life.
Do you think Clint Eastwood will ever die, or do you think he's just gonna keep on living, looking older and older?
I think even when he does die, it'll be a Stan Lee. He'll CGI his body into Western movies.
The only thing I'm a bit disappointed in is his son Scott Eastwood. He hasn't done much good. He's kinda shit.
It's because he's from this generation. Sensitive libtards, as they describe them.
He was in Pacific Rim Uprising.
Was he? Which one? Oh, who was he?
Uprising.
No, wait, who was he then?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I'm gonna have to check. Lambert.
I don't know who that is.
It's one of the major characters. Like, he was in Suicide Squad, Fast and Furious 8.
I still don't know.
So Scott Eastwood, his career is kind of shit.
I'm sure he's trying very hard. He's also got a lot to live up to. A racist old man. Clint Eastwood does look like a man that's struggling to deal with modern times, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I bet he don't have a smartphone.
I kind of think it does though. I think it.
No, he can't do. I bet
think
he's got an iPad and he's just figured out how to put videos onto his TV.
That's a bit too advanced, don't you think? He's just figured out like the App Store.
What's Fruit Ninja? Wow! I can slice fruits.
What's it called? Oh, Temple Runner, or whatever the fuck that shitty game is called. Subway Surfer. I bet that's what
Yo,
he's
don't
doing.
diss Subway Surfer. Subway
No,
Surfer's sick.
I think that's what Clint Eastwood is doing, like on a daily basis.
Is there any Western mobile games that have come out in the past few years?
There is. There has to be.
Quick Draw.
Quick Draw. I think his reactions are a bit too slow now.
He's doing what you do, rubbing tobacco around his gums. Is that? Oh, that's why you do it, isn't it? Because Clint Eastwood does it. It's all like a cowboy thing to do.
But no, but he smokes cigars.
Well, that's because he's a real man, Scott. He's a real man who's racist. I started recording and it's taken a really dark turn.
Dude, this is we have really gone off tangent here. We were talking about like I was getting angry at you when we were talking about movies, and now we're
It's because
talking
you've
about.
got a shit taste in movies, Scott.
I like movies in like every genre. So and you're dissing
Name a superhero
everyone.
film you like.
It's a superhero film I like. Green Lantern. Okay, so I'm not gonna say that I like Green Lantern,
I should fucking hope not.
but I don't think it deserves all the hate that it got.
Oh, come on.
Sure, his fucking CGI suit was a bit bad, very bad.
Bit
Like-
bad.
Okay, I think I basically liked, or I didn't hate that movie as much just because it was Ryan Reynolds. I think that's the only thing that.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is alright, but Ryan Reynolds only plays Ryan Reynolds.
Oh Jesus, are we going on to with this again?
I just know a lot of actors that don't have much range.
So, but all the actors I say that don't have any range, you say they're great, or like they
Name
only. I've named a few of them before.
Orlando Bloom has only ever been Orlando Bloom. Name another one.
No, that's the one you said was a bad actor.
Well, he's in Pirates of the Caribbean and nothing else. So.
Kingdom of Heaven.
He was also in Lord of the Rings as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, yes.
He's the elf. He plays Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom, the elf.
What were we talking about? I think I blacked out for a second. Okay, like I think I'm just gonna agree with you on everything from now on, because whatever I say, all movies, all series, all games, everything I like seems to be bad according to you. It doesn't matter what I'm gonna say. You're gonna
Prove me wrong.
what am I supposed to? I just said that I'm just gonna agree with you. How am I? What? I can't.
Prove me wrong.
I can't. We can't have a civil argument.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about? This
We
has been a
can't.
very, this has been a very simple argument.
No, you just bash everything instantly.
No, I don't. I'm not like that.
You just said that you won't
Come on,
watch a
no,
movie.
come on. Let's talk about a film that you really like, and we'll try and talk about it constructively.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
It's a shit film.
I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, a movie I really like. Does it have to be a movie you hate? Well, of course, you're gonna hate it.
Go on, go on.
I need to think. I need a good movie to pitch.
Pitch me a movie. You've got to prove something to me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get my external hard drive to check through my movie folder. No, it's not an external hard drive. It's my DVDs, legally purchased DVDs. I'm gonna have a look through my 100% legally purchased DVDs. Just
Oh,
remember, kids,
I love these
pirating
movies. I'm just
is
gonna.
stealing.
These are my favourite movies of all time. Didn't pay for them though. Shows how much I care about the artist.
I'm unemployed. I'm poor.
I'm unemployed and I'm poor, but I still bought all the Marvel box sets.
That's because you're stupid.
Hey, leave me alone. No need for that.
Did you buy all the seasons of Game of Thrones?
No, fuck no. I'm gonna wait till they all come out so I can buy them all at once.
Okay. Fight Club.
I've heard that's good. I haven't seen it.
So you haven't seen Fight Club?
Nope.
How have you not seen Fight Club?
So I don't really like
Have
Brad
you been
Pitt.
living under a rock?
I don't really like Brad Pitt.
Jesus Christ. Can you name a few actors you actually like?
Yes. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris
So
Hemsworth.
you're only gonna name...
Wait for it. Keanu Reeves. I've run out of beer. That's not good.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't think of anything else than the Iron Man and like Marvel movies that Robert Downey Jr. has actually made.
He was in The Judge, which I
haven't
didn't
seen.
see.
So you only like him
And
because of the...
Tropic Thunder, where he was being racist the whole time.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder was a really bad movie. And you can't argue with that. If you don't like the Ted movies and like Seth MacFarlane
Dude,
movies...
I haven't seen Tropic Thunder.
Nah, yeah, that was a really bad movie. So
I've seen a lot of movies this year because I have unlimited a card this year.
Okay, so basically, he's one of your favorite actors just because of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I just like him as I am. That's good.
Okay, that just shows how little range you have in movies.
Shows how little range the actors have that you like. That sentence doesn't make sense, but the point still stands.
Okay, it's like you're really limiting the movies I can pitch.
Come on, man.
I was gonna say Troy, but that has Brad Pitt in it, so you're gonna hate it.
I've never seen Troy anyway. Doesn't matter. There was a
Waterworld?
film with Johnny Depp in it that I liked. I can't remember what it was.
Edward Scissorhands.
It was the first Fantastic Beasts movie. That's what it was. The first one was alright.
Why? Because he was only in it right at the very end.
Right at the very end. And I'm going to be honest, when I saw him at the very end, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, oh, here's another excuse for Johnny Depp to be in a film.
Oh my god.
I can't remember. Was he in that movie?
Yeah, he was. He's the big bad guy now. Because the bad guy was different, and then all of a sudden Johnny Depp's the bad guy at the end. Probably because J.K. Rowling just changed her mind at the end.
Well, she makes people gay as she goes along as well, so...
Yeah, that's true. He's got like the only author in the world that has less credibility than George R.R. Martin. He's just like, you know what? Dumbledore was gay all along. You know what? Harry and Hermione were supposed to get together all along.
What? They didn't get together.
Yeah, I know. But she was like, you know what? I made a mistake. they should have gone together all along. It's like, you know what?
come on.
Just fuck off, J.K. Rowling. I'll write your books better than you did.
Okay, well, I have another movie here, but you're gonna say I already know what you're gonna say. Mad Max Fury Road. Tom Hardy can only play Tom
See,
Hardy.
Nah, see, Tom Hardy's a weird one. I'm movable on Tom Hardy because it's strange. He's like, how do I describe it? He's good. He is good. But it's like he's
Here
good
it
at
comes.
he's good at like
Big Tom Hardy.
having an incredible amount of restriction on purpose because he's not got that much of a range as an actor. Like he's a bit of a retard in almost everything, you know? Like Mad Max, he's like a bit socially weird and deprived because the apocalypse has happened and he lost his wife and shit.
And in what other movie?
Bane in Batman. The only thing I've not seen him in is that one where he's like an MMA fighter or something.
Have you seen Bronson?
No. What I did want to watch him in though was
Have you seen Lawless?
hold on, I'm trying to think what the thing's
Have
called.
you seen The Revenant?
Stop. That's fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, isn't it? There's another actor I don't like.
Oh, but that's a
Leonardo DiCaprio's got to be one of the worst actors ever. He's just like he's an actor of one-upmanship.
I'm not gonna argue with that one. I hate him as a person and I hate him as an actor. He's a fucking that's what he is.
I'm gonna have to censor this so much.
Okay. So you haven't seen many Tom Hardy movies and you're still saying that he's slightly retarded.
Well, hold on now, hold on. I've seen Venom.
So you've seen Venom, Batman, and Mad Max.
And Batman.
Yeah, I did say Batman.
I thought you said Venom.
I did.
I don't know. I'm just not impressed by what I've seen.
You've seen Venom, Batman, and Mad Max.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Two of them are superhero movies, which are gonna be garbage just from the start.
Hey, you leave superhero movies alone.
You should watch Bronson.
Superhero movies are the what's his face? Superhero movies are the Johnny Depp of genres. They do one thing over and over and over again.
And you like them.
Yeah, because I like superheroes. I don't like Johnny Depp.
Okay.
He's always like, oh well, I'm an actor, and I beat my wife. That's like his whole thing. See, I can be Johnny Depp. He says all of his words in like a slur. There's like a really slow sort of like with all of his words, and it's like, okay, cool. Looks like what you can do, great. He does that in everything he's in.
Oh, okay. Braveheart.
Oh, come off it.
From what I can remember, it's okay.
So you think Braveheart is okay?
From what I can remember, it was a long time ago.
What do you think about Mel Gibson?
He's an angry, horrible bastard. I
that's
can
true,
show you the interview tapes to prove it.
well, I already know when he was like caught drunk and was blaming the use and stuff. So it's okay. I was thinking more about as an actor.
I don't think it's fair that you just be like, as an actor, because there's plenty of actors that are good that are fucking pricks. Brie Larson, for example. I hate women.
So you think she's a good actor?
I don't think she's a good actor. Fuck no.
Yeah, but
She got one Oscar because somebody directed her correctly, I think.
well, how isn't it fair? What? How does?
A man corrected her. That's what it was. That's why she was good.
Wait, I said, how are they as an actor? And you said that isn't fair. And then you mentioned Brie Larson. Because she's a cunt IRL and she's a bad actress.
I don't know. She's a bit of a wooden post in Captain Marvel. To be honest, I haven't seen anything else she's been in, so I wouldn't like to judge.
Okay. Okay. Should I go through more of my movies?
If
And
you
you
like.
can bash them. Okay, so I have this one downloaded. Con Air.
What's Con Air now?
Oh, where Nicolas Cage plays a southern guy with a really bad accent throughout the whole movie.
Can't remember it. Might have not seen it. Although Nicolas Cage is a fantastic beast. The thing is, Nicolas Cage always plays Nicolas Cage, but Nicolas Cage is likable.
Nicolas Cage always plays Nicolas Cage, and
But he's likable.
from what I've seen, he seems slightly retarded.
Yeah, that's why he's likable.
But he seems to be a bit of a dickhead IRL.
Yeah, but he's likable in his movies. I don't care what he's like IRL.
Okay.
I do care what Brie Larson's like IRL though.
You seem to care what everybody else how
Apart
they
from
are
Nicolas Cage.
So, would you say you like Nicolas Cage movies?
Well, not all of his movies. I said I like Nicolas Cage in his movies. I don't like his movies per se.
If you watch Con Air, you'll change your mind. You won't like Nicolas Cage in that movie. Okay.
I don't care if he's the villain or not. He's just insane. It's like Tom Cruise is insane, but he's not insane in a good way. He's insane in a he probably needs locking up kind of way.
Well, anyone could have done the role better in Con Air than Nicolas Cage. Preferably someone with an actual Southern American accent. The Zorro movies.
Who's Zorro in the Zorro movies?
Antonio Banderas.
See, I like Antonio Banderas.
And Anthony Hopkins in the first one.
Oh, I like Anthony Hopkins as well. Because he's Odin. in Thor.
Is that the only thing you've seen him in?
He was also in one of the Transformers films. The Last Night.
So this just shows that you don't watch anything besides the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I just said I watched Transformers, so
okay.
Everyone's seen Transformers as a kid.
excuse me, adult. Watched The Last Night a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you think the Transformers movies are they good?
Nah, they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Anthony
Okay.
Hopkins is nicer.
So you've seen the only you base everything off the Marvel Cinematic Universe because that's the only thing you've seen besides from Transformers.
I wouldn't say that.
How come you like Antonio Banderas? He wasn't in any of the Marvel movies.
Hey, who's in Expendables? And Expendables is Expendables is a smarter trilogy of action
come
films
on,
than
man.
people give it
Fucking
credit for.
kid.
They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, but they are. But they're terrible on purpose, and that's 100% the truth.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Sylvester Stallone, they even make jokes about themselves in their old movies.
Yeah, I know. Fine, I'll take that. But
That's
so,
why they're good.
so they're good because they're bad on purpose.
Yes.
So if I start recording a really shitty movie right now, but it's on purpose, it's automatically gonna be good.
Yes.
So if
There's a difference between being bad and being bad for comedic effect. There's the bit in Expendables 1 where Terry Crews walks down a corridor with two AA-12 shotguns and turns everybody into red mist. That is a funny, fucking thing that's going on. That's hilarious. And there's a bit where in Expendables 2 where the different action heroes are saying each other's catchphrases from their own movies. Bruce Willis says to Arnold Schwarzenegger, "No, you've been back enough. I'll be back."
okay, but so you think they are good because they joke about themselves, but then again,
Yeah,
you
that
don't like
makes them fucking brilliant. That's so self-aware.
You don't like the Seth MacFarlane movies, even though they joke.
Because he's not funny. Seth MacFarlane isn't funny. I'm sorry, but he's not. He's got a wealthy team of writers that help him be funny, but his things are callbacks and shit that doesn't make sense, and when he tries to make a story that all makes sense together, it just doesn't work.
Have you seen the 10 movies?
Yeah. They're they're supposed to be one story that makes sense together, and it doesn't work. It doesn't go forward at all. That's also because Mark Wahlberg's in it, I think, and I don't like Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, so there's another really big actor you just don't like. And what's the reason you don't like Mark Wahlberg?
He beat up a Vietnamese kid for no reason. Just because he's a racist.
You seem to you seem to be taking how they are IRL real.
He's also he can't act as well. He just plays himself in everything, you know.
Is that your argument for everyone you don't like? They play themselves, they can't act.
Well, fucking do something else, you know. Have some range. Jennifer Lawrence, as much as people take the piss out of her, played herself, right? She played like a weird nervous wreck in Hunger Games. She played a superhero woman in X-Men, and she played a Russian spy, and it was convincingly so as well. Like, you know, that's pretty good. Whereas Mark Wahlberg not doing anything of particular note. Mark Wahlberg from Transformers was the same as Mark Wahlberg from that recent film about adoption that he was in. I can't remember what it's called. Like, it's the same character. Like, if they took that Mark Wahlberg in that movie and started making all the cars Transformers, it'd be the same
I'm gonna
film.
use your argument, but maybe he's just choosing the roles where he can play himself.
He's choosing the roles with the most money. He doesn't care about what's actually happening in the films.
Okay.
He does not give a fuck.
Okay, so when I use your argument, then you start just spitting out shit that they're just doing it for money, okay? Okay.
Hey, Robert Downey Jr. did it because he loved being Iron Man.
Why do you think he loved being Iron Man? Because he earned a fuck ton of money.
Well, that's where we're gonna have to agree to disagree, my friend.
Maybe Brie Larson is playing Captain Marvel because she really is playing Captain Marvel.
She really she loves the character.
I haven't even seen the movie and I'm still making jokes about her. I haven't actually seen her in anything. I've just heard you talk so much shit about it, so I feel like I'm entitled to make some jokes.
The thing is, she's not. She's she's okay in the film, but the film's just bad. Even though she's a bit of a shitty person by all accounts, she's not like a the film. It's the film isn't made worse by the fact that she's a bit of a knobhead.
Okay. What do you think about Edward Norton?
I think Mark Ruffalo was a better Hulk.
Anything else? Besides
That's all I've got to say on Edward Norton. I didn't know who he was before that Hulk film, and I don't know who he is after it.
Oh yeah, you didn't see Fight Club. Have you seen American History X?
What's that?
Oh, I'm not gonna say. Because you're gonna bash me for it even more.
Is it a porno?
No,
It's got an X in the title.
American History X is like you follow this guy who's basically he's a neo-Nazi. Edward Norton is a neo-Nazi with a swastika on his chest, and he goes to prison and he reforms. He befriends like a black guy, and he tries to save his little brother from being a neo-Nazi, but in the end
Wow.
he gets shot.
That's nice.
So,
It's nice that Nazis can have feelings. So Edward Norton tries to make Nazi seem like cuddly human. Edward Norton's a terrible human being. By all accounts. Before I thought he was a worse Hulk than Mark Ruffalo, but now I know that he's actually a Nazi sympathizer.
What?
That's what you just told me. He tried to make Nazi seem appealing. Like, how do we make a Nazi seem appealing? Let's befriend him with a black guy. Come on. Edward Norton's a Nazi sympathizer confirmed.
Okay.
That's what you just told me.
I told you the storyline of a movie, okay?
Yeah, but he's got to accept the role, you know? Maybe he believes in it.
So do you think Mark Ruffalo actually believes that if he gets angry enough, he will start taking and start smashing shit? Or do you think Chris Hemsworth believes he's actually Thor, the thunder god?
I think Thor... I think Thor actually did believe he's Chris Hemsworth, yeah. And I said that the right way around. The correct way around. That's the way.
I'll show you the way. Oh fuck. The fuck are we doing?
I'm playing Enter the Gungeon.
I haven't played anything during this whole time. I've just been sitting here.
I've been playing Enter the Gungeon the whole time.
I've been playing Mordhau.
What do you think about Will Smith?
Will Smith can only
Ooh,
play
that's
Will
hot.
Smith. Will Smith has only ever played Will Smith in everything Will Smith's been in.
Okay, and what is Will Smith?
He's an actor.
Okay. So you're saying Will Smith plays himself as an actor in every movie?
I'm saying Will Smith plays his personality in every movie.
Okay. Uh, um, I'm trying to think about more movies I like. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Is you don't have anything else to say about it?
No, it's just a good film.
So is that the only movie we've agreed upon so far that we both like?
It's a good film. I
Look.
can't argue against it. Morgan Freeman plays Morgan Freeman in it, but I can't argue against it. Morgan Freeman is only ever Morgan Freeman and everything that Morgan Freeman
But
does.
that's not a bad thing. Because Morgan Freeman is fucking legendary.
I'm just saying that most of the actors that we treasure these days don't really have much range, and we only like them because they're big names and they
Okay,
just play themselves.
but
The personalities that we like.
then look at this counter argument. You just said that The Good, the Bad, the Ugly was bad because it was old. But you only like movies from this generation. But you say all the actors are bad because they have no range.
Tell me Clint Eastwood has range. Go on, tell me it and try and believe it at the same time.
Okay.
Go on.
He's gone from being a fucking Western hero to being a grumpy old racist.
So a Western hero.
Yeah. Or but no, he hasn't really done any more Western movies.
Would you like to know some actors that are actually worth anything?
Okay. They're all
Oh.
gonna be shit tier actors.
I'm just trying to find the guy's name. I can't remember.
He's probably done like one movie and it's a really shitty like horror movie, like gore horror movie. You seem like that kind of guy.
I don't like horror movies very much.
Are you gonna say the guy from like the Childish Gambino thing?
No.
Okay. We need to play some fucking games while we discuss this.
I'm just googling all the actors that I know that are actually good.
So it's gonna be Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth.
None of those people. No.
Oh shit. What in the fuck? What the heck?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I've got a short list of a very mixed bag of actors that are all very, very good. Heath Ledger, Gary Oldman, Jared Leto, Idris Elba, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jamie Foxx, Charlie Cox, Kristen Ritter, Hayley Atwell, Scarlett Johansson, Danai Gurira, Winston Duke, and Lupita Nyong'o.
I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I fucking hate Jamie Foxx because he only plays Jamie Foxx.
That's not true.
It is?
No, it's not.
It is?
No, it's not.
It is?
In the span of about 2 years, he played Electro from Spider-Man and a Western cowboy slave freer.
Yeah, but he's still just playing himself.
No, he's fucking not. You can take that shit and you can fuck right off. Jamie Foxx is good.
No, I don't think so.
You're wrong. Just so you know, you are wrong.
Jake Gyllenhaal is pretty good though.
I know. That's why it was on my list.
I can't remember many others. I think you said Heath Ledger, right?
Yep.
The only thing I saw him in was Batman. So I can't really have an opinion.
But he's got that range, you know what I'm saying?
What? Range?
Range, he's got the range.
So what? Range in what?
Actor's range. You know what range means?
Yeah, but
Like the difference in characters that they're able to portray.
yeah. So, but as I said, I've only seen like him in Batman, so I don't know what else he has done where he plays something different than Joker.
I think anyone that's attempted to be the Joker at any point's a good actor.
Did you like the Joker in Suicide Squad?
No, I didn't, but it was like there was range there. You can't deny that he gave it a good old try.
He gave it a good old try, but it was pretty shit.
I think Joaquin Phoenix's Joker's going to be better.
Who the fuck is that?
He's in Gladiator and some other stuff.
Russell Crowe?
No. If you saw Joaquin Phoenix's face, you know. Have you ever seen what's it called? It's one of the Chronicles of Riddick films.
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
I think he's like the main dude in one of those.
He looks fat.
Oh no, it was Carl Urban. He was in Thor Ragnarok.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
He was Dread as well.
Oh fucking hell, man! I forgot about Keith David.
Keith David.
Yeah, man, he was in fucking Saints Row 2, 3, and 4. He was also in Platoon.
Saints Row, like the games.
Yeah. Keith David were probably the best parts about all of the Saints Row games.
Are you gonna bash the Saints Row games?
Well, Saints Row 1 was kind of shit and a GTA clone. Saints Row 2 kind of became its own thing, but it was still kind of a bit wank. And then Saints Row the third tried to go all actiony, but sacrificed content in sake of being funny. And then Saints Row 4 became Crackdown.
Offer a pretty good analyzation of the Saints Row series.
Thanks.
Can't disagree with the.
I've only played the third one, so I can't really have an opinion.
They're all fun. They're all fun, but they're not better than the thing they're trying to be at any point.
What are they trying to be?
I've just described that for you, Skog.
I didn't really listen.
How fucking dare you?